give them something to drink. To the cliffs.
Hey, Shalom. All praises to you, how about Shem? Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakodash. Mercy and much honors to you, brothers that's in the spirit. And basically, just meditating on a few things, and a lot of things is actually happening. But you gotta understand the mindset of Yahweh Shai. It was to complete the mission. You see, that's what it was all about when the Lord came. It was just about completing the mission, moving on, going back up to the Father. Like, that's what the Lord, he kept saying that. He kept saying that, I come and I got to leave. And the prophets and the men around him like, hey, well, where are you going to go? Because the Lord had to go back up to the fathers. You see? So the Lord was crucified when he was 33. He was crucified when he was 33. And you got to understand that this truth is just something to fulfill. But, guys have figured a way to deceive and corrupt and make money, bro. Guys have done the same thing they did in the time where they was back there with the Lord. You see, guys are doing it now. It's just all in a whole nother way. It's digital. It's an internet thing. You see, and that's why the truth in these times is going to be hard to find. It's going to be hard to find. But the Lord is going to be speaking, through certain particular men. And this is the agreement and the covenant that the Lord made with us. Going back to the Gospels, the Lord said that he'd give you the comforter. Guys don't understand the power of the comforter, the power of the spirit. They don't understand that because they're not in the spirit. They're of this world still, you see, but they're using the Lord. So the Lord, he always sets up guys that's really of him to really bring out certain things. And the Lord is speaking, man. Yahweh Shai is speaking. But I want to read this too. Matthew chapter 15, verse 7. And Yahweh Shai quoted this, and he went back to Isaiah. You see. So you got to understand that what the Lord did, he was laying it out. Like we always say, the blueprint. Well, according to like blueprints and the plans, like you may have documents that just totally gonna explain like a whole job or what this on that and what this gonna do. But the Lord broke that down to you. He broke that down with life. So first you got to be able to fucking see. And that's what the Lord is. He's yelling to guys like, hey, really look at the shit around you. Really be able to see. That's what the Lord is actually saying right now. He's like, really look at everything around you, man, so you can say that you see. Because according to Matthew 15, what I'm about to read here, in 7, our people will just look at the guys that's in the limelight. Check this out. Matthew 15:7. Ye hypocrites, well did Elias prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honors me with, it says, and honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Verse 9. But in vain do worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. Right, and this is in the Bible because this is what guys are doing. You see? This is what guys are doing. They could effectively teach you of the scriptures, But totally the spirit is not in their ass. So they can effectively teach you certain things out the scriptures. But ultimately, their heart and the spirit is not with their ass in them eternally. And that's what guys are doing. And then that's what we could see. We could see that. So like pretty much everybody that's like mainstream and that's out there that's well known, they're not even of the Lord, bro. That's how like the matrix this thing has become. This has really became the matrix, man. Like, and you can't even make that shit up. So everybody's a goddamn phony. And that's why, like, when you go back to that movie, The Matrix, it was like so important for them to find somebody that was like the one, like Neo, like they were trying to find him. Because in this time, guys are saying, you know, up to the Lord, but really guys' heart, you know, all this to the Lord, all praises and that. But guys, really, their hearts are not of the Lord. These guys, the majority of guys teaching this word, they're demons. Because how do you know guys are demons? Because, well, according to the Gospels in Yahweh Shai, guys are not moving to that. They're not moving in that. If you really look at it, guys don't give a fuck about they don't care about what the Lord got to say. And that's why the Lord, he sets up certain men. That is why the Lord sets up men to defend his word, because, you know, our people, they become so fucking corrupt. And that's what they do. They say they worshiping the Lord, but they really don't love the Lord like that. Verse 9, Matthew 15:9, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. You see, so everything is, you know, we're in a time where men are, you know, this is not that time to be trying to be somebody in the world, because this world's about to, you know, the world's gonna perish away. So definitely we're not in that time of trying to fucking like be somebody or be seen or nothing. The Lord just set us up where we can actually tell you what the Lord is really saying. And, you know, we're not taking this thing and we're teaching you this thing straight up. You see? Unlike a lot of the guys out there, they've taken the backdoor deals, and they've been working with the devil. But it's like the majority of our people, they're not going to see that our people are really working with the evil. So that's another part where the Lord said 2 parts of our people, they're going to be destroyed. That's another reason why too, because really our people, they can't really see what the Spirit is saying, because what the Spirit is ultimately saying, it hurts a lot of guys, man. It hurts a lot of guys because it's not what they want. Mainly that this world is over, you see, and guys are really scumbags. And by you teaching the Gospels, then you could tell who the fucking scumbags are and where they're at. And that's why Yahweh Shai is so important. So guys are not even worshiping Yahweh Shai because they're not even moving like him. Matthew 15:9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. Right, a lot of guys, they're not even they're not teaching, they're not like in the spirit that the Lord would have been in. I seen this video, this one guy, this guy had to go into woman. You see? Like he had to go into woman. It's like he didn't have no other topic. So guys are getting like clout and fame and shit like that, and they're going into these topics. Well, first of all, guys are not even in the spirit. Guys are not even in the spirit. It's like you got guys teaching the truth, but they're of the world. Like it's so heavy like that. And then like they might know like certain shit and they could give you this bullshit lesson, but they're not even in the spirit. So that's why the Lord was saying, right here, Matthew 15:9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. So guys are doing this thing in vain, so they could be like seen. That's why the Lord said they like to be praised of men. So, but it's very important you understand that, man. You see, guys that's famous that always want to be in front of the fucking camera, or that's always really, that's not even really teaching you Yahweh Shai. The key in these days to let you know, like, death is like right there. If guys are not even going into Yahweh Shai, if guys are not really going into Yahweh Shai like that, and they're going into all this other shit, then guys are not of the Lord. Guys are not of the Lord. It's all a fucking act. So you got to be able to see that. See, guys are teaching in a way like the fucking Christian church. They want to keep they want to keep this thing going and going. And in the state of how demonic shit is, guys still want to keep this thing going, bro. I mean, it's crazy to me. Like, let this shit go. But guys are gonna die with the world because they are of the world. Matter of fact, let me go come back here. Well, we gotta what it boils down to at the end of the day, the majority of guys, they are of the world. Let me read this. 1 John 4. And we'll go right to the point. 1 John 4 and 5. It says, they are of the world, therefore they speak of the world, and the world heareth them. What's in this world? Esau and what he's doing. You see? Mainly, if God's mainly speaking about that, the Esau, he's of the world, plus he's spittle. So, like, right there, what guys are going into, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Esau does. It matters what you do. You know, are you fucking changing? That's why the Lord said, in vain, guys worship him. So, you know, it doesn't matter about Esau. It never mattered about Esau. 1 John 4 and 5. And they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. So the only guys, the only guys that are listening to these mainstream camps is guys that are of the world. And I say that for the record. You know, if you listen to anybody mainstream and like famous like that, you see that it's like out there of the world, then you're of the world. So you're listening to the world, because these guys are of the world. Because if they were of the Lord, they'll be teaching the Lord. You see, if they were of the Lord, they'll be teaching the Lord. It's plain and simple. And that's what it's all boiling down to. So, like, the truth of the matter is, you don't even have to believe me in what I'm saying. But the truth of the matter is that the Lord gave you understanding and truth. And guys took it and they fucking smacked the Lord's hand away. You see? So the mountains and shit, that lets you know, like, the shit, the volcanoes and the shit that's erupting. Like, one just happened in Japan. The Lord is, like, really speaking right now. And nobody's, like, listening. Because the guys are of the world. So they're going to, like, perish with the world. That's what you got to understand. Like, guys are in the mode where they're going to perish with the world. That's what mode they're in. But you got to be able to see that they're of the world. You got to be able to see that, because it's all around you, bro. You're in the matrix, you see. Hey, you in the matrix, and a guy tell you that you don't agree with Yahweh Shai. Bro, this world, everything is a joke. Everything around you. But one thing that's eternal is the Lord's what he wrote, what he speaks in the Gospels. You see, if you understand the Gospels, then you know that the Lord was basically leaving you a spiritual will unto him. And guys that are carnal, they rejected it because it don't fit their liking. But that's good, because while you guys have guys deny the Lord is dealing with guys anyway. So it don't matter. Like, if you deny the Lord is still dealing with guys, with brothers and men, real warriors. So you could deny the Lord. It doesn't matter. Like, the Lord is still with us. You know what I'm saying? But what the important thing is to let guys know, like, this thing is pretty much is done with. The majority of guys that's holding the Bible, they're of the world. That's why these famous groups and camps and guys like that, they're not of the Lord anymore. And the Spirit is not dealing with groups that the first chance groups get it, they exalt themselves. The Lord's definitely not there, especially in these times. It's Satan out there. That's what's out there. So a lot of guys like Matthew 15 was heavy about what he said right here. He got it from Isaiah, because Isaiah learned that. Isaiah mentioned it, so the Lord mentioned it over. And it's the same thing right now. Guys may teach the Lord, but really they're not even of the Lord, man. Everybody has a mask, but Yahweh Shai gives you the code to see, guys. Like, you really see this thing. Matthew 15:9. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men. Right, guys are double honoring men. That's a commandment of men. And remember, the Lord, none of the prophets got no double honors before every time they fucking did a video. You gotta really think about that. Like, the prophets, when they were speaking, they didn't give no double honors to know anybody. They praised the Lord, bro. That's what the prophets did. They never did that. So all this shit, everything is the trickery of the devil, bro. Just understand that the majority of men are worshiping in the Lord in vain. And the Lord is speaking, man. But what the Lord is really saying, nobody really wants to listen. Hey, what the hey, Shalom.